Good morning, guys, and welcome to Storytime Wednesdays with Miss Stacy. Today, I am going to read a story titled Pig and Goose and the First Day of Spring because we just started our spring season this week. So I hope you guys enjoy this book. Let's dive in and see what it's all about. Remember, Pig and Goose and the First Day of Spring. A spring morning. It was spring at last. Pig was in a good mood. The sun is shining, said Pig, and the sky is blue. Goody gumdrop, said Pig. I'm going to have a picnic by the pond. Pig packed a big lunch and set off. She began to skip. She began to hum. Then she stopped. Up above, in the clear blue sky, there was a small white dot. And the dot got bigger and bigger. The dot came to land right by Pig. The dot was not a dot at all. It was a goose. Hello, said Pig. I am Pig. Good morning, said Goose. I am Goose. Wow, Goose, Pig said with a sigh. How well you fly. And Goose blushed. Oh, shucks, he said. It's nothing. Oh, yes, cried Pig. It is something. I wish I could do that. It is not hard, said Goose. Maybe I could teach you. Really, said Pig. Me? Yes, Goose, said Goose. Why not? Ooh, squealed Pig. Goody gumdrops. To begin, said Goose, you need to run fast like this. And Goose started to run. To begin, said Pig, I need to run fast like this. And Pig started to run too. Next, shouted Goose, flap your arms like this. And Goose flapped his wings. Next, shouted Pig, flap my arms like this. And Pig flapped her arms. Last, yelled Goose, let the wind lift you up like this. Last, yelled Pig, let the wind lift me up like this. And Pig waited for the wind to lift her up. The wind did not lift her up. I will run faster, thought Pig. I will flap harder, thought Pig. Still, the wind did not lift her up. Soon, Pig was panting. She had to slow down. She had to stop. And Pig bent over and took many gulps of air. Ah, cried Pig. And Goose landed beside her. Pig, said Goose, that was a very good try. Yes, huffed Pig, that was my very best try. Goose and Pig stood in the road and were silent for a bit. The sun was hot, and Pig was very thirsty. Goose, said Pig. Yes, answered Goose. I have never seen a pig fly, admitted Pig. I have never seen a pig fly, agreed, said Goose. I would look very dumb, stated Pig. You might look a little silly, suggested Goose. And Pig put her head back and laughed loudly. And Goose held his belly and laughed too. They rolled in the road and snorted and honked, and they laughed until they cried. Goose, said Pig finally. Pig, answered Goose, let's go eat my picnic by the pond. That, said Goose, is a very good idea. Yes, agreed Pig. I thought so too. A picnic lunch. Pig and Goose found a cool spot by the pond. It was under a big oak tree. The shade was deep green. The pond was dark blue. High above, the sun glowed hot orange. Pig unpacked the picnic. Lunch is served, announced Pig. And Pig took a big bite of pickle. Pig looked thoughtful. Goose, said Pig, spring is the best season. Yes, said Goose, and Pig took another bite. And so is summer, she said. I agree, said Goose. Just as nice as fall, said Pig as she chewed. Always, said Goose. And perfect like winter, declared Pig with a swallow. Exactly, said Goose. Aren't we lucky, asked Pig, to have the best season every season? Yes, said Goose. I think so too, Pig sighed. After lunch, Pig and Goose grew quiet. They watched the sun play on the water. They watched the wind play in the new leaves. Everything whispered and waved and danced, and Pig grew sleepy. Nap time, said Pig, and before long, Pig was fast asleep under the big oak tree. Pig dreamed she was flying with Goose. They flew over hills and fields. They flew over barns and rivers, and they flew over a pond with a big oak tree. When Pig awoke, she yawned, stretched, and smiled. And she looked around for Goose. Goose was gone. Goose, said Pig. Goose, yelled Pig. Then, far out in the pond, Pig saw a small white dot. The dot got bigger and bigger. The dot hopped out of the water right by Pig. The dot was not a dot at all. It was Goose. Wow, exclaimed Pig. You can swim too. And Goose blushed. Gosh, he said, it is nothing. All geese can swim. Well, I can't, said Pig with a sigh. Swimming is so elegant, so graceful, so quiet, and I am none of those things, Pig frowned. But, said Goose, you are other things, and Pig's face brightened. You are right, she said. Pig looked up at the young green leaves. Goose, said Pig, I am having a party. It is my first day of spring party, and it is tonight. Would you like to come? Oh, cried Goose, I would love to come. Goody gumdrop, said Pig. Pig told Goose where her house was. She told Goose when to come. Then Pig hurried home to cook for the party. The party. It was cool outside, and the sky was purple dark when Goose arrived at Pig's home. Warm light was shining from Pig's windows. Goose could already hear happy talking and laughing coming from inside. Goose knocked. The door swung open. Goose, exclaimed Pig, welcome to my first day of spring party. Thank you, said Goose. Everyone, said Pig, this is Goose. Pig introduced Goose to cat and rabbit, hen and turtle and frog. That night, Goose spent 3 whole hours at Pig's house, and it felt like 3 minutes. Pig cooked many delicious things. She roasted squash and new potatoes. She fixed snap peas and green lettuce, and she made sweet tea with mint. For dessert, Pig made her famous oatmeal cake with ginger, and it was also tasty. Every last crumb was eaten. While they ate, Pig told great stories. She told old stories and new stories, sad stories and happy stories. When she talked, everybody listened. When she told jokes, everybody laughed. But always, no matter what, Pig laughed the most. Pig was so much fun. After dinner, Pig put on spicy music, and the dancing began. Rabbit danced with Turtle, and Cat danced with Hen. Goose danced with Frog, and Pig danced with everyone. After the dancing, Pig said, one more thing, come with me. And everyone got up and went outside. Everyone looked to the sky. The stars were bright and white and crisp. There were thousands. There were millions. It is the first day of spring, said Pig, and the stars have come to our party. When the party was over, everyone thanked Pig and said good night. Goose stayed to help Pig clean up. There was a lot to clean up, and it took a long time. While they worked, Goose grew silent. Finally, as he dried the last dish, Goose spoke. Pig, whispered Goose, you are wonderful. Really? Pig said, blushing. Me? Yes, said Goose. You. I am very happy to have you as my new friend, said Goose. I am very happy to have you as my new friend, said Pig. Goose smiled and Pig laughed. I should go home, said Goose, because it is late. Yes, said Pig, it is late. Good night, Goose. Good night, Pig, said Goose. Goose walked out into the purple dark. Pig closed the door. Pig then opened the door. Wait, she cried. Yes, said Goose. Shall we have a picnic tomorrow, Pig asked. By the pond? Under the big oak tree? Oh, yes, said Goose. I love picnics. Goody, said Pig with a laugh. Goody gum drops. And that is the end of Pig and Goose and the first day of spring. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you all again on next Wednesday. Have a good day. Bye-bye.